Play for him every game. We have for the last 5 years that some of us have been here. He's been the #1 person we've played for every week, and that hasn't changed even though he's gone.
They feed off of the emotion of the season.
Paving the way for a first down run
for the Kentucky offense. Get NC State on their heels a little bit early.
It is a run-heavy offense, and they keep it on the ground. Again to Rose.
All three quarterbacks as they evaluate heading into the offseason.
On 2nd down and 8, again to the ground, and that is Chris Rodriguez, who runs like an anvil on wheels. First pass attempt, Wilson over the middle, incomplete, but a flag is, he comes over from the NFL's Rams. Wilson on the zone read, keeper, and picks up.
Couple of bourbons together, so not your normal firing, but obviously a change in leadership needed to occur.
NC State may have jumped again, flag is down, and that is Cavassier.
A resilient, emotionally mature football team that Mark Stoops has on his hands.
Ali in motion, Wilson over the middle, wide open. He's got the tight end, Justin Rigg. On 2nd and 2, Wilson keeps it under duress, and no Northwest passage for Terry. Rodriguez in the game as the tailback. Wilson on the slant, and a first.
Defense down significant starters. They know what's coming between the tackles.
Rose ran into a roadblock, who opted out, and he's preparing for the NFL draft. McNeil, one of the best run stoppers in the ACC. Here comes Ali. He's got the edge and out of bounds, a few yards shy. So Wilson
with no
4
read.
for 4. On 3rd down, back to the ground. There is Rodriguez, always churning forward. The recent success during this 5-year run. Wildcat, Rodriguez, second effort, and I think he got it. Red zone opportunity for Kentucky. From the 14, Wilson to the air. 1-6, incomplete. 3 receivers to the field. Rodriguez, the running back. And it's Chris Rodriguez breaking that initial tackle, muscles to the 10. Kentucky needing the 4. Wilson has Ali, and he is devoured.
The play clock here. There's almost 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. This has been a remarkable drive. I think at this point, though, you're on the field.
Smoke again, and he loses 2.
NC State defense, so reserves again playing a key role early on.
Williams and Duffy, both former walk-ons. How about Cavassier Smoke? Kentucky struggled on 3rd downs in its last 3 games. They'll keep it on the ground. Here's Smoke to the outside, and Turbines in to pick up that 1 yard. 4th and 1. Rodriguez and that Wildcat look. High snap. And Rodriguez for the first time in more than 100. This is not a 4-6 team. A.J. Rose stumbles forward for. It's what John Schlarman was all about, the late offensive line coach. There's A.J. Rose bounding off tacklers and pinballs as well.
This wasn't your normal firing with animosity and all of those sorts of things. In fact, I can make the argument that last into the offensive line.
Former BC coach Jeff Jagosinski has been helping out with the offensive line the last couple of months. After the semifinals, the revisionist history.
Oh, yeah.
Flag down, Wilson taking a shot into coverage.
On the inside and maybe get a shot, but nobody biting in the back end for NC State.
Second time a penalty is extended to Kentucky drive. Wilson backpedaling, throws off his back foot, and toward the NC State.
Become competitive and more dynamic on offense.
Won a Citrus Bowl too, beating Penn State a couple of years ago. Rodriguez running into that NC State front. 3rd down and 8, a 3-man rush by the Pack. Into traffic, and that appears to be intercepted.
Alabama, everybody's recruiting him to play tight end. He goes to NC State for Chuck Amato. The rest is history.
Still playing. Josh Ali,
Frost, sophomore, listed 3 on the 2 deep, and he's made a lot of plays.
Rodriguez into the secondary, bulldozes across the 30. On your top 3 linebackers, and Chris Rodriguez, once he got past the D-line, he wasn't going to be stopped.
And that one was on Jalen.
Wilson will keep it. RPO being chased and throws it away.
Fits the measurable dimension.
Coastal Center is 5'9", 280, thereabouts.
Yep.
A.J. Rose, open sesame. It's a foot race with Duffy, and Rose out of...
Now we look like we're right back in the first quarter of the opening Kentucky drive, with Kentucky doing anything they want at the point of attack. Things don't necessarily happen overnight. You don't wave a magic wand, but if you build it and you have patience, you can build a winner long term.
Cavassier Smoke with an opening to the outside, and lunges down 41% of the time. Almost a quarter of the possession's empty, but not this one. Rodriguez in. Skewed a little bit, let's be honest, because of who they played and the schedule. Here comes Rose. He had a big 47-yard run on the last drive. Still churning. Ball comes out at the end, but
see Rose hanging onto the football of plugging gaps.
Wilson fires a strike.
They've been hamstrung a little bit. They were hamstrung by the offense's passing game as well, on the field a lot.
Now Cavassier Smoke, Kentucky with a timeout.
Special.
2nd and 7. Smoke, the running back, out of that pistol look. Wilson keeps it. Not much room. Again, Kentucky just one.
Ready. They're going to attempt to throw it anyway, but it's got to go to the sideline here.
Wilson to throw. Over the middle, the tight end, Rigg. He's got running room. Rigg inside the 5. Rigg, it was Upshaw, the other tight end. 1st and goal from the 15 seconds. Wilson looking for 6. He wanted Upshaw again. Quarterback has to have the clock in his head here.
No doubt.
10 seconds. Wilson looking for 6 again. Flag. All-time leader in field goals made. A.J. Rose, 100 yards rushing in that first half. Rose straight ahead, 1st down and more. Isaiah Moore back in there for NC State, try to rip it away, and ball penalty.
Right.
So the play counts. You're just pushed back in terms of yardage. It's still 1st and 10. Chris Rodriguez bouncing it to the outside and falls forward 100 yards.
In a game. With 12-minute quarters.
That's right. Wilson, a low throw, and it's...
And really, you got to credit former coordinator Eddie Grand, Darren Hinshaw, for their influence on those teams.
Rodriguez taken down in the...
2 teams, and I know the coaches are awfully proud of him as well.
Cavassier Smoke, met by Isaiah Moore. Mark's coach, the architect of the big blue wall, Kentucky's O-line, a big part of establishing the current culture. Lost his 2-year battle with cancer. That weighed on. On 3rd and 7, Wilson against the rush. NC State brought the nickel blitz, and Wilson able to convert during the pass game today.
Yes, and credit Terry Wilson. You almost have he gets flushed because of the twist inside. Giving himself a nice target to the sideline.
Cavassier Smoke, not much there. Registered today at collegefootballplayoff.com/all-access. On 2nd and 10, Wilson will tuck and run. He has the most rush yards of any Kentucky. We'll go back to it. Then there was a little confusion on the far end with the teams continuing the jawing. 3rd and 11, Upshaw, the tight end, tackled after a gain of just 91. Tim Brown won it a few years before that. It's been a quarterback's award.
Yeah, and running back's award. That's exactly right. You know, it's a shame, too, that, you know, the boat's
body of work. And taking nothing away from Trevor Lawrence, who's had a fine career, I think Smith's body of work is just too hard to overlook. 2nd and 9, Wilson to throw. And on the slant. C.J. Clark starting in place of Aleem McNeil, who's entering the draft. He opted out of the game. There's Rodriguez inside the 4. Rodriguez again gets away from Moore to the 40-yard. NC State loading up the box, 3rd and 2. Wilson will throw. He'll take a shot downfield and incomplete for Oliver. 1st and 10 from the 30. NC State was looking for something there. Instead, it's Rose. He's had a big game. Still going. Stiff arm. Out of bounds inside. Rodriguez, the running back. And this is what they like to do down here. Little wildcat look. And Rodriguez stopped after a short gain. Oliver only 1 catch on the season entering play. They've looked to him a lot here in this second half. Rodriguez met by Moore, stretches foot.
Pretty heavily penalized program all year long, but today, wow.
A.J. Rose, he's been the offensive. The senior quarterback out of Oklahoma City, sending Rig in motion. Wilson will throw. Floats it too far for. A 3-man rush, dropping 8. Wilson steps up. And the senior is play caller today, normally the tight ends coach. Liam Cohen will be the new OC next season. Rodriguez, he can take this to El Dorado.